Well, the two of them are off on their own. Me and Kyle are together, and
This is true. Okay.
Joe's on his own, so.
So, howdy everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Faab Five campaign here on the Random Rhapsody Network. As always, we are live streaming our sessions on twitch.tv first, and then we'll be uploading the episodes to YouTube and podcast form 1 week later. If you enjoy what you see here, feel free to follow us and subscribe on YouTube, and you can check us out on Facebook at Random Rhapsody TV or on Twitter as Random_Rhapsody. So, when we last left off, the Faab Five had joined the expedition led by their Conclave field researcher, Tomas Rothen, to seek out information about the mysterious figure known as the Dream Witness, and what the cult planned on doing with the Dream Roots. The group planned out a mission to infiltrate the villa of a local stone merchant named Reork Seigman, who the Conclave believed had ties to not only the cult of the Dreamer, but the Cerulean Syndicate as well. After a lengthy discussion about possible tactics, the Faab Five decided that Liam and Eloise would pose as a wealthy couple, Apollyon and Necthros would play the part of antiquities dealers, and Blood would don Tomas's hat of disguise and pose as a servant, while Tomas himself would simply turn himself invisible and join Blood as he attempted to sneak into the wine cellar, the most recent addition to the villa. The Faab Five spent the following morning purchasing costumes for the Masquerade ball, another horse and wagon to carry them to the villa, and then readied themselves for the event. Decked out in finer clothes than probably a fair few of them have ever worn before, the Faab Five made their way out of Laverin and through the hills to hide their wagon a mile away from the villa. They managed to sneak to the outer wall well into the evening when the party was in full swing. There, using the unlocked side gate Tomas had bribed to gain entry into, the three groups snuck inside, helped in no small part by a rather intoxicated woman who kept the guard busy, who was watching over the pool. Once inside, Blood and Tomas managed to sneak through the dining room and kitchen and down to the wine cellar, pausing a bit to search through the wine and liquor, but eventually finding a hidden door leading to a narrow passageway. Eventually, the pair explored further, where they discovered what appeared to be a long corridor lined with cells along one wall. The two could hear the sounds of laughter coming from somewhere down on the corridor, and in the farthest edges of their hearing, the sounds of soft crying. Above them, Veil and Apollyon conversed with the host of the ball, Reork Seigman, and attempted to convince him to meet privately with them to discuss the sale of a few of the relics the group had recovered from the Dreamer cult. Seigman seemed interested, but insisted on giving his speech to his guests beforehand. The sweaty bald man headed towards the foyer of his villa, followed shortly by his guests as well as the remaining 4 members of the Faab Five. And so, Liam, Eloise, Apollyon, and Veil, the 4 of you have followed the rest of the party's guests into the long ballroom just off the main foyer of the villa. When you first walked in, you were greeted by a 15-high-foot ceiling and floors made of shining marble. 4 fluted marble columns reach up to the ceiling from the center of the room, and tall, elaborate windows line 2 walls facing out onto the mansion grounds. There are 2 large paintings on the other 2 walls, one depicting a giant boar battling a wolf, and the other a majestic scene of mountains and dense forested foothills. There are 4 guards posted in each of the ballroom corners, and there are a large assortment of costumed guests dancing, a soft but complicated waltz. You can see Sigmund weaving his way through the dancers, making his way to the northmost area of the ballroom, as you all kind of walk in and take your positions, watching the spectacle, and as Blood and Tomas crouch behind a disguised door looking into what can only be a series of jail cells, a thought comes to each of your minds. A question, in fact. That question is, what does your character think is the true meaning of life? And since Liam was the first to make that roll, why don't you go ahead and go first?
Well, let's see. The meaning of life is supposed to be a big one, yeah? But I suppose it's more of doing what you want every day, as long as it feels good to you. Unless you're, like, one of those types of things that lives for, like, 1,000 years, then you probably have a bigger meaning.
Probably so, probably so. Eloise, how about you?
Know if life really has a point or a meaning or anything like that. I think it's just to live it, to experience it. You know, it's different for everyone.
This is true. I think I agree with you. Okay. Blood, how about you?
I do not really know. I mean, I suppose the true meaning of life is just to live free and be happy. I mean, it's not as easy as saying that. But yeah, I would say just, living free with no cares in the world is probably the end goal of everybody. So maybe that's my goal in life. My meaning of life. To get to that point.
Okay. That's fair. Apollyon, what do you think is the true meaning of life?
Well, El Toro Fuerte says it's time to party. But I think that the meaning of life is to have freedom, unrequited freedom, where you can do as you please and no one can stop you.
Well, there is something to personal liberties and freedoms. I can't deny that. So, cool. I like it. I like it, everybody. Unfortunately, Veil is not with us right now, but he should be along before too long. But, anyway. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, yes. So, Faab Five. As these thoughts flit through your minds, Reorc Sigmund appears to be trying to gather everyone's attention. While you four are moving about the ballroom to find your places, Eloise and Liam, the two of you are approached by a dwarf man and a human woman, both in very festive masquerade ball. The dwarf is wearing deep purple, and the woman is wearing a much lighter, almost seafoam green, and masks to opposite colors of their partner.
All right.
The two of them, as they walk... Sorry. I was going to say, as the two of them approached you, one of them, the dwarf, says in a very high and snooty voice, "How do you do? I do not believe we've had the pleasure of being introduced."
Why, hello, as I bow slowly, but never leaving eyes. My name is Bruce Norris. This is my concubine, the lovely Eloise Brightcrystal. We are trying to pass the time with what seems like fun in this town. How did you come about this group?
Oh, we've been members of this party for quite some time. But I don't think I've ever seen you here before.
Oh, I know. Unfortunately, we have not had the privilege of coming to a town such as this in quite some time. We recently bought up a property in Valena, and the people that we kicked out, they had an invitation. They prayed, please, please, they had they beg and stuff. And they offer us tickets to this. I do not know how they came upon them, but we let them stay in the goat house now.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Sure. Give me 1 second to pull up my character.
I think you laid it on too thick.
Well, I was eventually gonna have to lie.
I know. Yeah, hey, what I was saying, I just moved my guy into that room just so I could see what's going on, but that was the piece that was on this map.
Yeah, no,
I'm not going to be involved.
That's fine. I'm going to try something. Hey, tell me what happens when I move your token to the GM layer.
It went all black.
Okay, interesting to know.
Oh,
A natural 20.
Even
Well,
with that shitty accent?
I was unaware they were selling tickets to these events, but certainly you are welcome here, sir. Please enjoy, and be sure to save a dance for my lovely friend. Oh, yes. I just have to dance with you at some point tonight, sir.
I'm afraid my friend here, she is far too jealous for something like that. She is the only one I will be dancing with tonight, but we will save time to speak later, I am sure.
You see the woman kind of pout a little bit, but put her hand on the dwarf's shoulder, and the dwarf kind of gives it a nice little pat as the two of them move on. You can see now Sigmund is trying to gain everybody's attention at this point. You see him holding up a glass of champagne and clinking it with the hilt of a very small dagger that he has. It's a sheathed. It's jeweled, encrusted. It's very beautiful, but it's kind of doing that ting 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 ting, and everybody's beginning to quiet down. You do see much of the people as they're moving closer, so I'm going to move the tokens around a little bit. For some reason, the map seems to not be working, so I guess I'm not going to be using that overlay right now. See if I can figure it out later. Anyway, they begin to move around a little bit and seem to be kind of clustering around Sigmund as he calms everybody down. You can see everybody is stopping dancing. The music is stopping for a moment, and everyone begins to cluster around. You guys feel free to move your tokens where you think you would be watching this. Blood, I'm just going to move you behind.
Yep, just part of the crowd.
Yeah, just put me in the corner there just so I'm out of the way.
Yep. Yeah, where Blood's standing, if you guys can see him, there's a guard there. Okay. Anyway, so as the music quiets down and the guests move in, you can hear Sigmund say, "Good evening," and he's kind of flapping his arms. You hear a few shushes and a couple of titters of laughter. Yes. I want to thank each and every one of you for attending this evening. It is so wonderful to see the true elite of Leverin standing alongside friends from afar. And he pauses for a moment as his eyes kind of go along the entire crowd. Tonight is a night of celebration, a night that brings new members into our community, a night that sees us one night closer to true understanding. I see so many of those I count among my friends. Hudded and Judan Shasta, Daklam and Tevkem Honatrak, Zordaf and Bam Dediv, Strundan and Zorth Faringlow, Numziduk Lefkirk, Zervinland Skeb. Hello, friend, hello. Rizel Giltiv, lovely to see you. And he continues on, naming name after name for about 2 minutes. So as that's happening, blood from a stone, you and Tomas have been underneath the villa all this time. The two of you had found a hidden passageway that led to what appears to be jail cells on the left. At least a fair few from what you can see in your field of vision. And another room far to the right that you can't quite see. What are you wanting to do?
Well, I want to try and start moving in slowly because we can hear that now. Can we tell where we're hearing the laughter from? I mean, does it seem like it's further into the hallway?
It's definitely further in the hallway, from where you're standing with the high perception you guys rolled the last time. You can tell it's definitely farther down the far end of the map, but you're not quite sure from where.
No. I will gently whisper to where I think Tomas is. Just be like, let's just start slow. Let's walk out a little bit. I mean, if you even want to go first, since they can't see you. And just see kind of what, see if there's anything in these first couple rooms. We'll take it section by section.
Sounds good to me, laddie. I don't mind doing that. And he you feel him push past you a little bit. The door kind of opens just a little bit for a halfling size, and he does step through. You wait for a moment, listening. And then in the back of your ear, you hear, looks like a torture chamber of some kind. Nobody in there.
What about the other side of the hall? Oh, I guess I can respond. Yeah, I was like, what about the other side of the hall?
Left side of the hall, jail cells, at least another 50 feet ahead.
Can you tell if they have any guests?
I see movement, but I haven't haven't looked too close. Pretty dark over there. Moving forward. You want to do anything?
Yeah, I mean, I'll start, because with this hat, I can look like anybody, right?
You can.
So the guard I saw upstairs, chatting to the drunk woman, I'm gonna look as close to him as I can. I guess if I can, I don't want to be perfect like him, because I don't want to be like, oh, hey, what's your name? But I want to, just look like a human, that guy, that guard, looking like him, so I can kind of slowly start moving in the hall, because, I mean, if I'm a servant girl, I have a feeling they're not supposed to be out and about down here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I will kind of switch to looking like a guard, and then just kind of start. He said the right side was open, so I'm going to start creeping down.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check as you are moving into the room.
I believe Veil is online.
Veil, are you online?
Yep, I'm here for the moment.
Awesome.
That's 23 on the stealth if you want to get his question.
Okay, yes. The question of the week for Veil is, what does your character think is the true meaning of life?
Obviously, the true meaning of life is to come back as the dead. Simple.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Veil.
Yeah, can't knock him.
Okay. So, Blood,
Yeah, 23 on that stealth.
you push into the door as quiet as a mouse and very lightly step into the main what is the word I'm looking for? I just lost it. I had it for a
Corridor?
second. Corridor, thank you. On the right side, you can see the passageway that Tomas had said looks like a torture chamber. And as you stick your head in... Hold on one second.
Ooh.
When you look inside, what you see are two torture racks covered in dried blood along one wall, the far back wall. There are torture implements hanging from the north and south walls and are scattered on a couple of counters there. You can see things like hammer and wire and nails, and you have to get closer to see too much
I
of it.
don't know if I want to get closer.
Ooh,
No.
do they have
I can see with the lighting, but would I have to get closer to that door to see into those cells on the other side?
Yes, you would, but you do... Well, actually, you have dark vision anyway.
Yeah.
So you'd be able to see that there is two women seated on the floor, both in completely white-looking linen... what's the...
Like robes or...
They're not robes, they're like... What someone help me out. Gowns, like nightgowns would be the best word for it, I think. The, shift. Yes, thank you, Eloise. Pure white shifts.
Like the Handmaid's Tale kind of thing, but all white?
Yeah, basically. Basically, just,
Do they look malnourished, or...
You can make a perception check.
'Cause now
Shifts
I'm worried.
are typically just like a nightgown. It's a thin sort of linen. It's to wear. It's an underdress. It's basically the like the bra and underpants of medieval times.
Underwear for a dress. Yeah, I got you.
26 on my perception.
It keeps bad chafing from happening.
Yeah, and that's essentially what they're wearing. Just very thin-looking linen shifts. With your 26 perception, you can see that these two women don't look malnourished per se. The two of them seem to just be huddled on the ground, asleep. One curled up in kind of a knees to chest kind of position. The other slumped against the wall, but both of them seem, if not asleep, unconscious. You can, with the 26, you can actually see you can see that their chests are moving in a very light breathing. They are alive. They're breathing very gently and appear to be asleep. They're both human, middling age, 30s or so, you would estimate. It's hard to tell with humans.
Alright. Okay. Well, I'll kind of scoot a little further closer to him, and I'll do another perception to see into this cell where he's at.
Okay.
It's 21 on that one.
This cell has two more young women. One you're guesstimating maybe about 9 or 10, and that is the source of the tears, the sobbing. A small young girl, about 9 or 10, human, dark hair, being comforted by an older human, maybe early teens, you would say, maybe mid-teens. It's hard to tell. But the older one is holding on to the younger one as she cries. and neither of them look up at you with that 23 stealth.
They're
They don't know you're there at all.
Even if they heard me, I doubt they look up because they're probably a frickin'. But they look remarkably shaken, and she's crying.
Correct.
So the first one, I'm thinking, all right, there's two women in these weird dress. This guy does like to have these weird kinky parties. I was like, maybe they're just like a harem. But then I see the young girls and they're crying.
And they are dressed the same way. I will mention.
All right, shit. I can already see in the next cell. This is probably not going to be a good time. I will move up further and do another perception check for that cell.
Go ahead.
16 for 3, number 3.
In this one, you see an older woman, another human, but much, much older, grandmotherly age. Opposite her, leaning against the wall, you see a half-orc woman.
Okay. Same get up, same white.
Same white get up. None of any of them have been shackled or anything like that, but they are held in the cell. These two, the older woman appears to be asleep, but the orc woman, as you come up to the cell, her eyes meet yours. She does not say anything. She just seems to be watching you.
Any of her facial features indicate that she's scared of me, or that she knows I don't belong?
Make an insight check.
24.
It's more of resigned disdain.
Okay, so that makes me think that she's also not happy in her present situation. Okay.
You can see the hatred for you, or at least your form, but there's also just there's nothing I can do about this. Resignation about her. Also, since you're kind of right there, from where you're standing now and the perceptions that you rolled, you can hear the sounds of individuals in the room opposite up here. You can probably get a little bit of a glimpse of one of them. You can see a soldier, very similarly dressed to the ones you encountered upstairs. This one seems to be laughing and drinking from a mug, and you can hear, in common, the sounds that they are gambling. You hear one of them slam down some cards on the table and yell, "Full house!" and starts pulling the sound of coins towards him. And the rest of them just kind of like are shouting at those annoyed sighs of when you're losing, you know.
Alright. Have I had any other messages from my invisible friend, or has he seen this? I mean, he's probably got to be quiet anyway, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you haven't heard anything from him.
I mean, is this... Now, this door, is it like a wide open door?
It is a wide open door. You can probably see from where you are, at least one of them, or the edge.
Yeah, I could see, yeah. Because I'm worried. Like, I mean, I don't want to pass into it in front of them, because I don't want them to fucking see me just yet. But I'm wondering if they're gambling and, you know, carrying on, if I can get past them. With that, I guess now this hallway, is it fairly dark except for these, like, lanterns?
The lanterns give it a decent amount of light, actually. It's decent enough.
Light bounces, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Son of a bitch, and I don't have fucking anything that's gonna get me past that perfectly without... And I just see more cells up here, it looks like.
It looks like there are more cells ahead. And eventually you do, while you're sitting there kind of wondering what to do, you do hear Tomas's voice sound in your ear. 5 guards. Seem distracted. moving ahead. If you're saying anything, we cannot hear you, Joe.
My daughter came in for a second, so I muted it. So yeah, I'll just tell him quiet as I can, moving forward. And I guess can I roll a stealth check to get past them?
Well, what are you trying to do? Are you just trying to
I'm
hurry?
gonna kind of walk up, almost like like I'm a guard, and just kind of walk past. But do it. I'm gonna try and be as nonchalant and fucking casual and chill as I possibly can. Not like on Family Guy where they're trying to be chill and they're yeah.
I still think there's more deception than stealth then.
Well,
What are you being? Are you being stealthy and trying to sneak by, or are you being nonchalant and just do walking by? Because each one is a different role. Oh, I was getting ready to ask you anyway.
God damn it. Yeah, I mean, I suppose, I get advantage on stealth, but I do have, I got a +5 to deception, but I do have inspiration if I fuck up.
What are you doing?
Yeah, he'll just kind of just walk past, not trying to stealth, not trying to he's gonna do as much as he can just to be looking like a normal fucker walking past.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a deception check as you normal fucker walking past.
Alright. Do I have to declare if I want to use my inspiration now, or
no?
Can I do
you can just whenever you want to use your inspiration, you just say, "I want to use my inspiration to reroll."
Ooh, that's a 12. We're gonna go ahead and use it.
Okay. Use that inspiration.
Oh, it's a 22. Oh, goddamn.
If there's a time to use it, it would have been now.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Yes, I'm just like...
very nonchalantly just kind of walk on down, keeping to the left side by the looks of it, and just keep walking past. And fortunately, none of the guards seem to really look up, and the one that, as you're walking by, you do see 5 guards there. One in the back facing the door is a very big, burly, beefy guard with a bare chest and just a helmet on his head. But he glances up for half a second as you're walking by, but he's more interested in grabbing the earnings off his table than anything else, and he does not give you a second glance.
For half a second, I thought about going in there, because I have proficiency in card games, and just fucking cleaning them out, but I would probably end up dying. So, I'm just going to keep walking by, kind of check out these other cells, see what I can see, and then we'll see if we can't find another door here, or I'll hook up.
Wait, you wanted the side quest in the middle of a quest?
I'm in my head, I'm like, you know what? You've got those gloves. You have a 15 to sleight of hand. Could you steal from all of them? But I'm like, let's not try it. I don't want to die.
I mean, you can certainly try.
No, I like the character art. I don't want to fucking have to do another character. So yeah, I'm gonna just kind of walk up, check out these cells, and then try and link up, find Tomas. So I'll do another perception to check in on these ones. Ooh, it's an 11.
Okay. That's not working the way I wanted to. I'm just going to give it up. Unfortunately, the map's just not working today. I'm trying to fix it. For an 11, you glance into the next 2. There's a halfling man and a dwarven woman in the cells over here. Over here, there is a another older human woman and a young human and a younger human woman. So older than younger. I kind of screwed that up.
All in the same white get-ups?
Yeah, all in the same white get-ups. Most of them either asleep or trying to sleep. You see 1 or 2 of them kind of roll over as you approach, but none of them seem to be really interested in interacting with you.
Alright, well, I guess I'll try and, like maybe click just with his tongue, just kind of gently go, to see, not to wake anybody, to see if Tomas is where the fuck he is, because I obviously can't see him anymore.
So he does. Eventually, you do feel a little bit of a tug on your cloak. He says,
Alright.
"Seems like these are the initiates."
I hope so, because these girls have been crying. I don't want to think what else they could be.
So
do you
perhaps
know-
these these initiates here, they're not there willingly.
Yeah, it's possible. 'Cause there's a girl that looks like at best she's 10. I really don't want to know what she could be used for. I guess give an update to them. Do we see another door down here, or is it just like dead
You
end
do
with
see
cells?
a passageway over to this
Mhm.
side that ends in a wall, very similar to
Okay.
the doorway you found.
It's a door.
Yes.
So I was like, just kind of send the others a quick message. I'm gonna check this wall here, see if we can't find if there's another door here.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your investigation, and we're going to go ahead and get back to the other group.
27.
Yeah, you find it.
I
no problem.
made that door.
So, getting back to you guys, the rest of you upstairs. After going through his routine of naming each and every person in here, and there's about 20 or so names. Finally, he says, each of you, very welcome. Very, very welcome indeed. And then he kind of pauses for a moment, allowing the room to fill with applause. So, Faab Five, or at least 4 of you, as everyone's applauding this guy, what are you wanting to do?
I'd be applauding too. I don't want to look out of the crowd and, just clap along.
Oh, yeah.
Veil is as well.
Okay.
Are there any serving girls coming around with drinks or food?
There are the serving girls walking around, some carrying around trays of canapes, others with flutes of champagne. You can easily get either of them.
Oh yeah, definitely. I get a glass of champagne and I raise it just slightly and do kind of like a real polite golf clap for this guy.
Absolutely. Eloise, what are you up to?
Are all of the people who are working here, other than guards, are they all women?
Every servant that you have seen so far are human women. In a variety of age, anywhere from probably around 18, 19 to early 30s. You've seen maybe 6 or 7 of them so far, and it is kind of weird now that you're looking around that every single one of them is human. Also, all 4 of the guards and all 3 of the guards that you saw outside, all of them were human too.
And do the women, how do they look? If I'm trying to get a feel for how they're feeling.
Make a perception check.
Okay. 23.
All of the women look fairly identical. They all wear a red and black livery that is similar to the crest you've seen about the house. The guards wear a similar tunic of black and red, so it's probably their colors. The women themselves, they don't seem malnourished or anything like that. They seem actually slightly full-bellied and content, though there is kind of that dead stare that you get from being in the service industry for a very long time. They seem like imagine the female servants in Henry VIII's court. That's probably how they look.
Oh. Okay.
A little haggard, a little, this is my life, I'm just doing this because it's my job kind of thing. Does that make sense?
I guess so, yeah.
All of them just kind of walk around handing over glasses of champagne or taking empty ones away. They don't seem anything beyond that, really. Anyway, after the applause finally ends, what's his name? Sigmund says once again, "Now, as you know, tonight is a special night indeed. 12 more enter the fold, my friends. 12 more help bring about our cause. It is an exciting time, my friends, and I have some exciting news." He pauses for a moment to allow the crowd to applaud once again, before reaching his hand into his robe as he says, "I have a letter here in my hand." And he dramatically pulls out the folded piece of paper and says, "A letter from Her Eminence, Ivek Abia." He pauses, and the crowd gasp in anticipation. What were you saying?
How do you pronounce that?
Ivak, I-V-A-K, Abir, A-B-I-R. I've mentioned the name before.
Okay, yeah, she's the holy woman in one of the other the other countries, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay, I remember. Yes.
So she pulls out this letter, and he kind of looks to everyone and begins to read. It reads, "My dearest esteemed gentleman, Reork Seigman." He lifts up his face and goes, "That's me," to a little bit of laughter. "I write to you in earnest to bring you glad tidings. We hearken the return of he who dreams. 2 relics have been recovered, and 2 more are within our grasp." He looks up from the letter and grins at his guests. "And we all know what those are, don't we?" He laughs, a very sinister laughter, which is echoed by many in the crowd.
Make sure to laugh loudly so that he sees me as well.
Okay.
Very quiet, sarcastic, ha ha ha.
You guys sticking around?
Not going anywhere. Still listening to the speech, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna peek around to see where the access to how to get upstairs is. Is it clear? Is there anybody? Where is people's attention?
So, just so you know, there's the actual door. I forgot to remove that off the map. There is a door right here, and that door is the doorway that you all came from. There is only one that you can see, that one door right there. When you came through there was a foyer back here with stairs leading up and down and a guard standing behind the stairs. You guys would have seen that when you first walked through into the foyer.
Okay, black on black, I can't see where you're clicking.
Are you not able to see?
There we go. Okay, so, I saw Apollyon's click.
Okay. You know what?
But everything outside of the square room is black.
Can you see that? I changed it to white.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the foyer where you all entered from the garden.
Mm-hmm.
There are stairs leading up and stairs leading down, and a guard stationed in front of them. There's also a giant statue that you guys passed when you walked through there, of what appeared to be just a giant clay figurine of a man, like very bad looking clay figurine. In fact, like an idiot made it.
Okay. I'm gonna squeeze. I don't know, Liam, Bruce, Chuck, whoever he's being right now. I'm gonna squeeze his arm a little bit and just like barely, like not even whisper, like just breathe, the words of just like should we check upstairs to him?
I can't wait to see where this is going.
I
You
didn't
know
catch.
how hard it's gonna be.
I didn't catch what you said.
I think,
He whispered, sorry, I was trying to be quiet.
yeah.
He said he wanted to see how this was gonna
Stage whisper,
go.
stage
Yeah.
Where this was going, yeah, like, I wanted to finish the speech. I think it would go noticed if we left mid-speech.
Do you know how fucking difficult it's gonna be to play up that I don't know what's going on? 'Cause I was stressed out with my shit. I am over the fucking moon stressed now. God damn.
Well, as you guys are all standing there listening, he finally says, "Be assured, dear sir, that once all 5 have been recovered, you and your flock will be called to join the rest of the faithful at the sanctum. The Umbra calls, and the mistakes of the past will be rectified soon." And once more, the ballroom fills with very loud applause. People, in fact, are like slamming down their champagne glasses and as they clap more and more.
So there's only 5 sticks.
What? 5 sticks?
5 sticks. 5 roots, yes.
Oh. While our inevitable success is assured, he continues as the applause dies down, there are still those who seek to disrupt our endeavors. While our armies have been successful, enemies abound who try to interfere with our noble work. And he looks up from the letter and he says, "Well now, that certainly is interesting, isn't it?" Her Eminence gives us a description of a few of these disruptors. And he kind of cackles with glee. They are described as a black fur tabaxi male, a tan-skinned human man with white hair, a minotaur with jewel-tipped horns, a dust-skinned elf with white hair, and a white-scaled dragonborn with a tail. Interesting descriptions, wouldn't you say? I don't suppose any of you have seen someone like that, perchance. Possibly in a location they shouldn't. And the pause here is palpable. As you all look around, it's almost as if every other person in the room is purposely not looking in your direction and purposely looking just at him. Be ever vigilant as the time of awakening draws near. We shall be increasing initiate caravans over the coming months to make ready for his arrival. Send word to the lake and prepare the witness. Yours in faith, Ivak Abia, High Priestess of the Five. And he folds the piece of paper back in his hands and begins tucking it into his robes, kind of pausing for a moment to take a sip of his champagne. Does anybody want to do anything?
I think I'm just gonna squeeze Eloise's hand. Try and let her know we're in this together, whatever's about to happen.
I'm shaking. I'm sorry, it's shaking. I'm like vibrating.
And I know nothing!
And
Well,
I'm gonna.
now, it's even more incriminating. So, you know, if they're not doing anything yet, we're not doing anything yet.
Yeah, Vale looks cool as a cucumber right now. He's kind of just looking over his shoulder, nonchalantly and continuing with the party. He does not care at all.
And I'm gonna
I'll wait
again.
around for a minute, but he realizes that they're incognito. So yeah, he's just drinking champagne, eating some canapes, chilling.
I'm gonna again like barely even like under a whisper, just breathing the words out to Leo and just be like, should I warn blood?
Yes.
Okay.
You just get one quick yes out of him.
I just want
how
to.
am I gonna do this? Like,
I just want to say, Vale himself is cool, but me as Jeremy, and I was sweating over here listening to that.
I'm freaking out. How am I gonna talk into the sending stone without people seeing or noticing?
You don't have to do it right this second.
I'm basically giving you guys a round. So you guys have a 6-second round right now if you want to do anything before he says his next little thing.
God, fuck, you know he would be saying that.
No, I'm giving you. I'm perfectly fine to just keep doing his spiel. I'm just, if you're wanting to do something, I'm giving you a chance.
And then
I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate the billowing.
Yes, you can absolutely use your bonus action to activate the cape of billowing. And as Reorc is just folding that letter and putting it away, that's his action. The cape around Apollyon just begins billowing to the side, tuxedo mask style, and he's just standing there like this, arms at his waist, chest outward, Apollyon. I
take a flower from like one of the nearby vases and I put it in my mouth and go, El Toro Fuerte is ready to tango.
Oh, you can hear in the distance.
He has a fucking flower, too! Oh, I love you, Apollyon.
In your mind, somewhere in the distance, you hear blood screaming, fuck! That's all he's saying.
Eloise, you have an action. If you want to use the sending stone, you can use that in your 6th second.
I think, maybe we should start running. So, while squeezing Eloise's hands, I'm going to start darting for it.
Are you dragging me with you?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
And you're going to send your sending message after we've moved our 6 seconds worth of movement.
Are you sure?
Okay, I guess. Are you sure you don't want me to charm him? Or try?
Those descriptions We didn't disguise ourselves above those descriptions. We just didn't.
I think we did.
Yeah, blood
like-
is disguised.
Can we
Let's-
roll? Can we roll insight to see if anybody's like giving us some sideways eyes, like they already know?
You
Man
absolutely
already
can.
told us the entire room.
Well,
Is very purposefully not looking at us, looking at
Right.
anywhere but us.
I need to start drinking. Oh my god.
Apollyon.
Ouch.
Yeah, everyone seems just really focused on Sigmund as he puts this piece of paper in his pocket.
How about his billowing cape? Has that drawn attention?
I mean, it's all happening at the same time, so I suppose nobody's looking at it yet because everyone's directly focused on Sigmund. But you guys see it.
I'm gonna give a panicked look into Eloise's eyes. Like, do you want to run right now? I'm eyeing toward and then nodding towards the door.
I kind of send
I'm
you a
faster than
signal.
you. You make the first move. I can go faster than you, so.
Liam, I try to get your eye contact, and I motion with my finger pointing towards the fold-up handkerchief in my pocket, which is actually the portable hole.
While that's happening, I'm going to try and hide my hand in Liam, but I'm going to, and like barely, again, not even whispering. I'm going to try and charm Sigmund.
Just out of character, is that like verbal, somatic, component based?
Verbal and somatic.
How big of a display
Okay.
is this? I mean,
So-
you're waving your hand, you're saying stuff.
Again, like I
It's
said, I'm trying to
charming
hide
before.
my hand in your arm, and I'm barely saying
Okay,
these words.
so what I'm going to need, Eloise, I need you to make a sleight of hand check. This is not a huge DC because everyone is looking away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
18. Oh.
Go ahead and you're casting charm. Go ahead and throw that up in the window.
Okay.
That's a
So
save.
he needs to make a wisdom save.
This got failed.
Oh, thank
That's
God.
a 12.
Fuck yes!
So you all watch as Sigmund, as he's pulling his hand back out from his robes, he suddenly just stops and kind of blinks, and everyone's just watching him. And he just kind of looks over at you, Eloise. So, if it fails the saving throw, it is charmed until the spell ends. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. And when the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. So,
We have an hour.
he currently is looking at you fondly, Eloise, and smiling at you. He did have something else he wanted to say. I've given everyone else a chance. Is there anybody else that has not gone on a turn? Do they want to do anything before he comes
No, I
around to his
still
turn?
was helping the block for her
Yeah,
while she
so-
was doing that sleight of hand thing. I'm with her.
I'm going to just reposition myself to about here. Just casually walking back.
Okay.
My heart is beating so fast right now.
I'm not even there. What do you think I feel?
And Reork looks at you and he says, "My friend! Would you like to take this opportunity to introduce yourself to our collective?"
Fuck.
And everyone just stops and looks at each of you.
Oh,
I will take Eloise's hand. kiss it and then step back for her to present herself. 'Cause she's clearly the one he's talking about.
And everyone is looking directly at you, Eloise. You hear these murmurs going amongst the crowd. Friend? Who? And they're all just
a quick wink from Liam. You got this.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna step forward with more confidence than my voice sounds. And, yeah, go join him. Mm-hmm. And
So you're joining him on the dais?
I guess.
Or on the platform or wherever he is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
You wanted to charm him. This is your plan now.
You walk around the column and walk over next to Sigmund.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what do you do?
With a smile, I'm gonna say, yes, it's good to see you again, old friend.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt.
Indeed. I was not expecting to see you, but it's so wonderful to see you right now. My dear, dear friend.
Yes, and I'm gonna lean over and whisper to him and you know, but like I'm gonna whisper, I'm gonna stage whisper this time, but like try to make it not an obvious stage whisper and just be like, and say, I found some more information that, we will all find very interesting.
More information? Well, please do tell. What sort of information do you have for us?
I have seen one of these relics. Unfortunately, the others that I was traveling with that our friend has mentioned in your letter took it from me. But I know where it is.
Go ahead and make a persuasion or deception, deception check. With advantage because he is charmed by you.
And also, technically speaking the truth, said no lie.
Okay, well, yeah, that is true. So if you'd rather use persuasion instead.
I mean, they're both equally terrible.
Yeah, she's right in the line of truth right there. She's right.
With advantage, because he is charmed by you and wants to think that you're his friend.
Holy shit, guys.
Click advantage first, then click persuasion, then click the time.
So,
Wow.
don't forget to call out.
Well,
Yeah, so with the 12, he looks at you confused. And, I don't know what you mean, my friend. Please, you must tell me further what it is you mean.
well, I don't know if you were told, but I was sent to the Druid Grove in order to find out what information I could. and I did find one of the relics that we're all searching for. Unfortunately, it's no longer in my hands, but I do know its location.
Well, if you know... Go ahead. I want one more persuasion check, because I don't want to automatically go for... I can't read.
Joe, I can't see that! The background is covering it!
Say we're super fucked. But
Yeah.
maybe not. Maybe not with a question mark. Because it's my fucking background that's doing it. I'll turn it off, yeah.
Is this one just a straight persuasion roll?
You still have advantage.
Oh, it's fucking gonna be backwards anyway. Yeah, we're super fucked.
It's you still have advantage because he is charmed and he's not quite sure what it is you're getting at.
I am terrified. Please be better. 13! Oh, come on!
You have to be more specific when you ask for better.
Oh, we're super fucked. We're so fucked.
He looks confused. He's not sure, and he looks back to there's all these people staring at you guys right now, and there's a lot of confused murmuring going on, because really the persuasion checks that you were making wasn't really for him, it was for them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of murmuring and a lot of what is going on here? And you can hear that suspicious kind of confusion. And Sigmund is saying, "Come with me, my dear. You must tell me everything and where the location of the relic is." And he's kind of pulling you. He's got his arms around your wrist now, and he's pulling you towards the door.
I'm gonna make like I'm just smiling at the crowd. I'm gonna allow him to pull me, but I'm also going to try to like make eye contact with Liam and Veil. But I'm gonna go with him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm following.
Well, you can. What happens is he practically drags Eloise towards the stairs, and you can see the guard stand up to attention as she comes, and he pushes past her, the guard, and says, "Out of my way! Out of my way!" And he drags you, Eloise, up the stairs.
Let's
I continue to follow, yeah.
The two of you, as Reork and Eloise walk on, the guard returns to his place in front of the stairs. And as the two of you step up, he steps up towards you and blocks the path.
You do not understand, my friend. We are with him. Eloise, tell your friend that we are all together here.
He's pulling you up right now.
And I'm gonna kind of use my other hand to pat his and be like, and just like, would it be okay if my other friend joined us?
Make a persuasion check.
$17.
Apollyon, what are you doing while all this is going on?
Is anybody looking at me? Are they giving me the side eye?
So you had watched as Reork and Eloise get pulled away, and the entire crowd kind of is milling towards the door as Veil and Liam, who are very close to the door, slip through. Most of the crowd begins pooling towards the door, and they're kind of watching, trying to figure out what is going on. But you were kind of standing there watching this. So.
Yep, I'm trying to blend in. Apollyon does not break character. I am El Toro Fuerte, exotic merchant from afar.
I mean like the big bull or something like that?
Okay.
It means the strong bull.
With the 17, Reorg stops and says, Let them through, quickly. And the guard steps aside and lets Liam and Veil up the stairs.
I'll
move with the crowd. If the crowd kind of moves out to the rest of the building, I'll go with them.
Okay, two of you are talking at once. Apollyon, it sounded like you were saying you're going to follow the crowd.
Yep, I'm going to stay with the crowd. I'm just acting like I'm having a good time at this party.
Okay.
All right. If Apollyon should be in eye contact with me from where we're standing, I'm going to wave him towards me to come up with us.
Well, there are a lot of people.
I'll give him a little. Am I not like a lot taller than everybody?
You are taller than everybody. What I was going to say is all these people are crowding in front of the door at this point. I'm just not going to move all the tokens that way. But you can see him. You are definitely much taller. So you do catch what he was, the head nod and that sort of thing.
All right. I motion back and I point to my wrist like a clock, like a watch.
Vale looks confused because he doesn't know what a watch is.
They have watches in medieval times, right? Or this time.
He's from the Underdark, though. Who knows what's down there?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, crazy shit happens down there.
Yeah, no sundials down there.
So, Reorg, Eloise, and Veil hot on their... Or Blood hot... No, Liam. Goddamn, who the hell are you people? Liam, hot on their heels, goes up the stairs. Veil, are you following, or are you staying with Apollyon?
No, I'm following, and I'm going to basically let Apollyon know. I'll do the old put my finger on the watch on his wrist and tell him and usher upstairs again.
Alright, well, he wasn't with us, and this guy's pulling Eloise up the stairs. He's the only one that can command the guards. I don't think Apollyon's getting past the door at this point.
It's alright, I'll make it up there.
He can definitely get past. Whether it is with the guard's permission or not is the question.
What's Blood doing?
Yeah,
I wanted to see what's going on.
I was just getting ready to go there.
Alright, I had a 27, I think. Let me go back and look at my... Yeah, 27 on the investigation for finding the door.
Okay, so you do find the door. It's not hard. You figured out what to look for at this point. And you see... Let's see here, where is the... You walk into a room that is lined with shelves. 3 of them, in fact, and seem to be filled as you're kind of just scanning as you walk through. Standard household items, clothes, blankets, things of that nature, oil, incense, perfume, candles, crap like that.
Alright. And I mean, obviously, there's nobody in here. I guess this is just an open corridor. This is an open door right here.
Yeah, this is an open corridor. And as you pass through it, you see a stairwell that leads up, and a passageway that goes south.
I'll check out what's down here south real quick. Are they crates or?
You look in here and you see 2 massive wood-burning furnaces standing in the corner,
okay.
With pipes going along the walls and into the ceiling.
Central heating.
Yep, and several large stacks of firewood.
Alright. Yeah, well, there's nothing I can really, it's just wooden fireplaces, so he'll kind of peek back up here and judge it. Would he know enough from just walking around, seeing the layouts that Tomas gave them? Would he think that this stairwell is the stairwell that's next to the foyer? Or is that something I could...
Make an insight check.
13?
Yeah, you. It's a reasonable assumption that this is probably the stairs going up to the foyer.
Right. And when he walked, I guess would I have been able to see that room when I walked by earlier as a woman upstairs, or was there a full wall in between the pool and I guess the ballroom?
There is a full building there.
Oh,
there's
okay. Yeah, it was like an extra section.
Yeah. But you saw the map. You remember that next to the pool there was the main building, which had the foyer, then the ballroom, and then servants' quarters farther down.
Alright, so I'm guessing, and we're probably thinking there's a guard there. Does these stairs, if I kind of step up on them, does it look like they just go up, or is there another door somewhere on the stairs?
They go up for a spiral, and then it looks like it opens up.
Opens up, okay. Can I hear that party?
Make a perception check.
25.
You can hear, at this point there's probably quite a bit of murmuring going on.
Alright. Well, if I can hear people, I can't really hear what they're saying, but I can hear people, so I know that this goes up and it opens out. Maybe I'll kind of whisper to Tomas as like, alright, you can't be seen. Just go up and give a quick peek-see, see if we have a god in our way. And we'll kind of go from there. You could shoot a message. I'd say while we're kind of in a quieter spot, I'll say shoot a message to Veil and tell him what we found down here. To say, I guess, did we count how many prisoners? It looked like it was, 5 or 6 cells, so 10 to 12 people?
If that's your count, that's your count.
Yeah, let's see, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it was 5 on the left and 1 on the middle. So I'll say there were 6 cells. I'll just say 6 cells, 12 people, room full of guards.
So, Tomas says, you got it. And then, probably to Veil, you hear the voice of Tomas say, we found 6 cells, half a dozen, mostly women, white linens, probably prisoners. We are heading up what appears to be stairs to the ballroom. You can reply to this message.
Bill quietly says, things may go south soon. Have under control now. Prepare to split meat at horses.
About 5 minutes later, Blood, you feel a tug at your pants, and Tomas says, "Guard on the guard. There's a guard in between these stairs and the upstairs. Quite a few people in the ballroom. All seem to be talking. Couldn't get a good view of them. Veil says, you need to prepare to flee. Said it's handled for now."
Okay. How does that god look like? Could we get up the stairs past him? Or is he, watching the stairs?
He's standing between the stairs, and there's
So we'd have to.
yeah, there's a statue to one side of him, big old ugly thing, and he's standing between the ballroom and the stairs itself. We both have to slip by him. I could
Alright,
probably get by him, but
Yeah, it'd be a little more. I mean, I got away with it once. I don't want to check my fucking luck twice. You know, when we came down before, there was that one long hallway, the dead end. It looks like, if I'm reading Remember Your Map, I think it could be connecting to this fire room. Let me go take a check and see if there's got to be something else in here, because that hallway just dead ended to nothing. So come in here, help me look. I guess I'll take the south if he wants to. Yeah, well, I guess it's really the only place it could be that's the south. That's where that fucking thing went straight up.
okay, go ahead
So
and make an investigation.
Yeah, I'll check. Starting fireplace, going to left or right. You said investigation?
Yep, investigation.
27.
Oh yeah, you know what you're looking for, and it's a lot easier for you to find the little push-in stone that opens the doorway with a click.
Yeah, alright, let's go this way, because I don't fancy my chances getting past that guard. So we will kind of quietly make our way down to the end of the hallway, do another quick peek-see around the corner with my prisoner set up with my fucking stick and a mirror. Make sure there's no one in the hallway now. I'll do a quick, it's a 14 on that. But wait, what am I piece fucking invisible? What am I worried about? It's like, check and see if there's anybody in the hallway, sir. Please.
He pushes past you, maybe gives you a little nut tap as he goes by.
Yeah. He's like, listen, dick.
All clear.
Alright, let's make our way back up through that cellar. I think we'll have a lot better chance getting through the, what was it, the frickin'
The kitchens?
cooks. Yeah.
Okay, so the two of you are heading back up the stairs to the kitchens.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And he'll, kind of had a disguise back into the servant.
Okay. So.
Oh wait, the stairs are right there. Yeah.
Anyway, let me go ahead and move to the next map. Actually, it is 8:38. So why don't we go ahead and take this moment to go on break while I move everybody around to the new map. So stay tuned, everybody. We will be back before you know it.
New map.
Howdy, everybody. We are back. And when we last left off, Blood and Tomas were heading back up to the kitchens after being warned by Veil to make ready their escape. While this was happening, Liam, Eloise, and Veil, the three of you were taken by Riork Sigmund up to the second level of his chateau. You come into a very small room and plain where he opens the door very quickly and then ushers you all inside to a sitting room with another of those really, really ugly statues. Seems to be humanoid but made of clay and really just unnatural looking. Why does he have these things all over the place?
God, are they golems?
But they,
He's just a really bad artist.
Let's hope.
as you say that and you're looking up at him, Riork says, "Oh, thank you, my friend. These are works of my own hand. I am quite the artist, don't you think?"
But of course, I mean, how many of these are there? You are quite a bit of time to be sculpting, as I would think.
Oh, I'll be happy to show you my most recent. And he leads you out into a small hallway and over to a far door. And there's a door on the opposite side as well, I should mention. But he leads you to the northern one, into another small sitting room with 2 couches, a bookshelf, and another of those obscene-looking clay statue men. You all watch as Riork goes over to the door in the far side, pulls out a key from a keyring, and unlocks it, before opening the door and says, "Please, please, come inside and sit down." But as you all walk in there, you do see a desk, you see a bed, a wardrobe, a chair, and Riork goes around and sits down behind the desk and pulls out a small group of papers, a quill, and an inkpot.
Is everybody else joining in this room here?
Yeah, I guess I'll gingerly just sit on the edge of a seat.
Yeah, there's a chair right there.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh, we're in the bedroom. We're not even
to move
like
your token for you?
No,
There you go.
I got it. Yeah. Or here, I'll just put it on top of the chair because that's where I am. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the edge of the bed right there.
Now you say you know where one of these relics are. Please tell me.
Yes, the one from the Faab Weave Hollow was discovered and collected by another organization.
You don't say.
Yes, a green dragon had apparently taken over the Druid Grove, performing experiments on all the druids and living creatures in the area, killing them all. And reanimating them.
Indeed. And what happened to it? Who was this organization who took it?
Veil chimes in and he says, I know of the organization as well. It was an orc captain. He preferred the company of men. I didn't quite get his name, but I described where he was sailing when he first found us, and I under my breath I say, "Sorry, Apollyon," as I describe in detail this orcish captain and his crew and his boat.
Make a deception check.
Wait, are you talking about the ones who picked us up?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, this will be
Fuck.
good.
Those are innocent people.
That was a 9.
Well, he rolled
Yeah.
pretty poor.
So
Oh, man.
you sit there and
I'm
describe.
going to use my inspiration. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay, go ahead and use your inspiration.
And that's a 13.
You begin describing the orc captain and where to find him, and Reorc is writing down everything that you're saying to him in a very, very fine shorthand. Hey there, Anesthetic. Thanks for tuning in. Love to see you here. You can tell that as he's working, he definitely knows what he's doing. He seems like somebody who is very fluent in trade shorthand and is making very good time taking down everything you're saying. And as you finish, he kind of looks up at you. Why would an orc captain of a fishing vessel look for a dream mate?
Well, I don't think he was looking for it, but he definitely found it.
Indeed, indeed. And what is your part in all of this, sir? You came to me before saying that you had things to sell.
So I'm what you call a collector or an appraiser of fine wares and oddities. The dream root, from what we saw, seemed very fine and very rare. So when the Yorkish captain took it over, I was in no place to deny him of taking it. Although I would have liked to get it for myself to maybe pass it on to this group of, and I look around, up and down the walls, dreamers, I presume you're called, and yeah, leave it at that for now.
Go ahead and make a perception check, please.
That's a 16.
As Reorc is writing down all of this and considering you thoughtfully, you hear, with your 16, you hear the door behind you in the sitting room open. Standing in the door, you see a rather matronly-looking middle-aged woman, longish blonde hair flecked with gray, tied up in a very tight bun, wearing a very wide sort of dress. I'm trying the best way to describe it. You know the really big hoop-skirted dresses in the Middle Ages?
It's like an umbrella frame.
Yes, yeah, like that. She's wearing one of those type of dresses. And she stands in the doorway, and you hear her call out, "Reorc, your guests are waiting for you." Oh, well, I'm quite sorry, my dear. These individuals were just telling me the most fantastical tale. Have you met my good friend here? And the woman seems dubious at best.
As she enters, I'll stand up and go over to her and politely bow.
She's
You
right now.
must be the.
I was just going to say she's currently standing in the sitting room You are currently on the bed. Are you getting up
Oh,
and going over to her?
I don't even see her then. Never mind. If I don't see her, then I wouldn't react to her.
You haven't seen her yet. You have heard her. She's on the other side of the wall from you.
That must be the delightful Trasha I have heard so much about.
Oh, have you heard of my wife? Yes, indeed. She is right over here. Trasha, come in here, my dear, and meet my friend and these interesting individuals. The woman walks around, but stops as you currently, Veil, are standing in front of the door.
I'll gesture for Veil to move, and then I'll do that bow curtsy thing that I'm trying to pull off here. Much obliged to meet you, madame. I have heard much of your beauty, but they do not do you justice.
And this woman kind of looks at you. Make a deception check.
"13, middle of the road." But she's probably used to getting fake sincerity all the time.
You see in this moment, her lips begin to move and her hands begin to raise up. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
I don't have counterspell.
16.
And you... Sorry, that is not supposed to be... It's the DC is 13. You see her lips move and her hands raise, and you hear her voice say, "Why don't you tell me what you're really doing here?" And you feel this effect on your mind, urging you to obey. But you fight back and you push, and you manage to resist the spell of suggestion that's cast upon you.
I'll respond. "Why, madame, I have not had anyone try to woo me quite so in quite some time. You owe me a dance later on."
I need you all to roll for initiative.
Really?
Oh shit, 18. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever rolled that high of initiative, ever. Which means I rolled a natural 19 in initiative.
20.
$16.
Watch
So-
as our witness.
I tried to
Wow, that backfired really quickly. I'm sorry,
I tried
guys.
to. No, that's right.
I was hoping to
Click
see
on
the
it.
conversation to a place where he would tell me where the other ones were.
Yeah, I was.
Or where they were- They were, like, where they thought.
Ball at me, and I whiffed hard.
I mean, count it if you will, but I tried to click on my potion of haste before she even started suggesting. It didn't show up, but that's fine. You don't need to put that I did it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's gonna have to happen on your next turn.
Nah, that's fine. I don't even need to do it. I was just it was a preemptive thing. That was a signal for hold on. That was a signal for time to get things rolling.
This is some sweet ass battle music, bro.
Yeah, I'm checking it out. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I thought this was actually really fitting. I found this on YouTube. a random video that was copyright free. I'm going to put the information to who this is in the information of this stream, so you guys can check that out later. But yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome.
A wereboar? Oh my god.
I don't know what you're talking about. You can't see any of this stuff.
I'm in the corner. I can't see
why
at all. I don't know what she looks like.
That actually is not supposed to be visible to you guys. That actually kind of pisses me off. Fuck you all. Anyway, so, Eloise, in this instance, what you've seen is you saw a woman come up to the door, and you saw Veil step aside and let her into the doorway. And
Oh wait,
you saw
I
her.
apologize. I got a 20 on initiative. I forgot to click my character.
One second.
I guess if we end up coming up the stairs and we hear this, I'll roll initiative.
You totally took me by surprise with a battle. I didn't think it was coming to that.
Mm-hmm.
Thought I could charm this old broad bitch, but now I gotta kill her.
Actually, you know what? That's probably a good idea. I should probably give you guys initiative in here as well, Blood. Just because you're technically around here, even though on your turn I'm going to tell you whether or not you know what's going on.
I mean, I guess you want to... Well, here, I'll just roll it, because I don't have a token to click
Yeah,
on.
just I'm working on that.
I don't know why, but I really like the mixture of classical instruments with like electronic
Modern
music.
tech, yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Absolutely, yeah. It's so much more palatable than just straight up electronica or something to that extent. It's a hybrid, and it's so much better.
Mm-hmm. I don't like electronic music.
Okay.
It's a little sonic-y.
I like real instruments because they're imperfect, you know.
You don't like electronic music?
That's crit for 29.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
but you don't know what's
your
going on.
initiative is
so
plus
don't do
9
anything.
point. What?
It's plus 9. The .18 is a dexterity thing that he adds on that nobody else does. It doesn't make any sense. You don't
Because
need
he
to
has
add that on.
he has the tiebreaker on.
That's
Yeah,
why
that's
I...
Yeah.
But nobody
You're
else has
literally the only one that
plus.
uses it, but whatever, it's
Well,
fine.
you never fucking know.
It's okay. But Blood, you
You want me to roll too?
What's that?
You want me to roll for initiative also?
Actually, yeah, you should as well.
Because you're closer to it than I am.
Sort of.
I wonder what mine would be. I'm gonna
I
turn
put
it
you
on
up
for a
there as
second. I
well.
want to see.
It's whatever your dex is.
Well, it go from being -1 to minus
It'd be
0.92. Yeah,
it'd be- yeah, so.
it's fine. I don't need it.
$20 on initiative.
So this is going to be a little bit confusing at first, but I'm sure we're all going to be able to do okay with it. Right now, it is Blood's turn in initiative. And Blood, you and Tomas are basically just now coming up to the top level of the pantry where you were. So actually, I can even pull you to that map real quick. Might as well use it while we got it.
There's two of me. And, yeah, I mean, he's back in servant girl mode. I guess we'll kind of crack this door open. and see what's going on inside, and might even have him. Well, I guess he has to go on his turn, doesn't he?
Yeah, he would, but I did open the door for you there.
Is it pretty much the exact same setup we see?
Yeah, pretty much the exact same setup you see. You see the cook over working next to the stove. You see a sous chef doing prep at a table, and a dwarf working the dish station.
Yeah, well, I will just do what I did before, slip behind him and go for the dining room.
Go ahead and make stealth. Ooh,
it's a 15 on that.
Well, let's see what's going on with these guys.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I did say we grabbed some wine while we were down there, so I will have that out as if I'm going out.
So you are stepping out. I'm going to say you probably moved 5 feet into the door, and as you do, the chef turns to you, because that's who rolled the 20, and says, "You there, girl! Why are you here?"
The master said to get some wine, sir.
Deception.
Ooh, that's 10.
What do you mean? The master wouldn't request wine from my cellar? Who are you? And he begins walking towards you. And that's your turn. Apollyon.
Awesome.
From where you are, I should probably move things around a little bit. Most of the people around you for the last 15 or so minutes have been muttering amongst themselves, wondering, like, musing what's been going on, and then kind of the talk has turned to you a little bit. And in this moment, you kind of realized, with your billowing cape out in front of you, a lot of these people in dresses are staring straight at you.
I'm a sight to behold, aren't I?
You doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna start making my way into the hallway.
Okay, as you begin moving towards them, but as you do, you see a couple of them. An individual here, an individual here, kind of stepping towards you as though they're about to stop you.
Pardon me, folks. Need to get through here.
I'm just gonna leave that guy where he was, but so if you used 5, 10, you've used 15 feet of your movement. If you go past them, they will have attacks of opportunity. I am gonna say.
For real?
Well, just technical. Probably not. I'm just saying technically, but you can keep moving past them.
Yeah, let's do it.
As you go walking past them, the two of them are going to try to grab you and pull you back as a reaction. Or at least they're going to try to grab onto your arms. I think that's a better way to put it. They're trying to grab at your arms.
Bring it.
But that's a 14 and a 1. So two people grab at you, trying to grasp your arms, and you just pull back and yank yourself from them. And you kind of look back and you see them. Now they're kind of all starting to come towards you.
I mean, there's my rolls just in case, but...
I wasn't... Yeah, I knew those weren't going to do anything, honestly.
Yeah, I just push one like, oh, excuse me.
That was my mistake.
When I get out into the hall, what's the guard by the stairs doing now?
The guard by the stairs is just standing there. He's been watching the doorway, but he seems to be more interested in protecting the door or at least the stairs, than anything else.
All right, I'm gonna go up to him and be like, "Is Mr. what's his name? Seigman? Is Mr. Seigman available now? He said he would meet with me earlier. I am El Toro Fuerte."
Yeah, that's pretty much going to be your turn for right there. Go ahead and make your persuasion check, and that's going to be it for your turn.
$16 on persuasion.
Okay. Okay. That's going to be his turn. Or your turn, anyway. Back up to Liam. So this woman, or seeming woman, has just cast the spell Suggestion on you, and you know that she did. You saw it happen and you felt the effects of it. So Liam, what are you doing?
Well, I suppose we'll just dance now then. Breaking character completely, spinning back fist to her face. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah, I'd say a 21 probably hits.
Alright, gonna pump a key point into that. Do a stunning strike, so please make a con save.
And that's a 21.
Well, that beats it, but turn around and throw a second spinning back fist. 19, does that hit?
19 hits as well.
Alright, another stunning strike. Not rolling high on damage right now.
6 more points of damage.
Another con save from you.
Another key point down, another con save.
Yes, sir.
That's another 21.
Spinning backflip, kick to the face. Bonus action. 24 should hit.
Yeah, I'd say so.
We're gonna pump another key point into that.
If she rolls another 21, total hacks.
2 19s in a row already. Let's see what this one is. She's got a +2 to her. Damn!
Oh God!
Holy shit!
Flurry of blows because I did a second foot coming down. So.
How many key points you got left?
Oh, I got them. This will use 2 in this turn to pump 1 more key point for the stunning strike and 1 for the flurry of blows.
So that's 3 you've used so far. That
and
is
20 for a crit.
Yes, it is. Ten more points of damage. Wow. Okay. Anything else on your turn, buddy?
She needs to make 1 more goddamn con save.
34 points.
I burnt 4 key points on this 1 turn. Come on.
I really want this to be another 21.
If it is, you.
Oh.
Gotcha, bitch.
Numbers.
Gotcha, bitch.
What's your
Oh
DC for that?
DC's 15.
Okay.
It's 15 or 16. I'll check it in a second, but yeah.
And finally, After 4 punches trying to hit that, or four jabs, I should say, trying to hit that one nerve that will do this for this woman, you finally hit it just right and twist your fist, and you feel all the muscles in her body constrict as she is stunned. That cost you a lot, but you finally managed to, you did it. Good job.
Yeah. I got this, bitch. You try and charm me. I am not happy with people that try and charm me just because of past experiences. And I'm gonna back up here. I think it's time to go.
I'm also going to say that as you do see her get stunned... Actually, no, never mind. That wouldn't work. Never mind. Never mind. Eloise. It is your turn.
Fuck. I'm gonna go over to Sigmund and just, it would seem your wife isn't quite happy with my presence here, so just to make things easier on everyone, I'm gonna leave. You wouldn't happen to have the information our mutual friend sent you about the other relics, do you? She said that she would forward my letters to you.
Make a goddamn persuasion check.
He's still charmed, so it's an advantage.
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
12. God damn it! I am not a persuasive person.
And you see the look on the anguish on his face as he says, I'm sorry, my dear friend. As much as I would love to give you what you're asking, I am sworn not to. You do understand, I'm sure.
Absolutely, of course. I'm gonna cast Whole Person on him.
Okay,
Or did that use up my action?
I would keep him charmed right now. He can't, he's not going to do anything.
Charmed is not concentration, so I can do both.
Oh.
Because Whole Person isn't an attack.
And
I'm not hurting him.
And now you see why I'm debating. So, for those who are viewing and want to make sure they understand what's going on here, it has always been my home ruling is that you can use a skill as a bonus action on their turn. So, like making a persuasion or athletics. So, in certain circumstances, I've allowed them to do it as a bonus action, which is why she's allowed to say casting charm, hold person. Since hold person is technically not an attack because it doesn't do them physical harm, it just stops them in their place. That would not counter the charm spell. So I'm going to rule that yes, you could do both, and since are you sure charm isn't a concentration?
It doesn't say concentration. Let me double check.
It is. It is a concentration spell.
It is?
Oh wait a minute, no, I'm looking at suggestion. Never mind. Concentration, no. I was looking at charm person, or the other one, the suggestion. Charm person
just lasts an hour if it succeeds.
Yep, I have it up in chat so that the viewers can see it as well. But it does not, since it does not require concentration, she can cast hold person as well. It's a big stretch because you did try to persuade him to give you something.
Yep.
It really is a big stretch, but I am going to allow it.
Okay. So you want me to throw a whole person up into the chat?
So throw a whole person, and he has to make whatever, I can't remember what it is.
The wisdom save.
Wisdom save. However, that is a 17.
Shit.
And you cast the spell, and you see him freeze for a moment, and then he looks at you and he says, "My friend, why are you casting a spell on me?" And you see the confliction on his face.
Is his notebook still... that's my action and my bonus action, so there's nothing I can do. Never mind.
It is.
Yeah.
That's it for your turn.
But for information's sake, is his notebook still on his desk? Like what he's writing
You would
on?
have to make a perception check for that.
Okay, next time.
Next time. But it is Trash's turn, who is frozen thanks to being stunned. Fuck you, Kyle. Next we come to Tomas's turn. I'm going to go ahead and move back real quick. Bear with me. Tomas slips past you, Blood. You just barely feel his presence as he goes by. The cook is kind of coming towards you. And as you do, Tomas is going to attempt to slip past him, making an acrobatics check. And that's a 19. So as this guy's coming towards you, Blood, Tomas jumps and tumbles. You can't see this, but you feel a little bit of breeze. And he makes his way around. He... Looking, all of a sudden, Blood, you hear a bit of murmuring. And you look over past the chef who's coming towards you, and you see Tomas appear, standing in the door, near the doorway, and he just kind of winks at you before snapping his fingers, and darkness covers this entire area. He casts the darkness spell. So I'm going to throw that up. Magical darkness spreads from a point you choose within a range filling a 15-foot radius. So I'm going to pull that out. I don't have a really great darkness image. This will be alright.
Charlie Murphy.
That fireball template would cover it.
There we go. That looks about right. So 15-foot radius.
Yeah, that should be 30 feet around.
Yeah.
Across.
Yeah, it's a radius of 15.
Oh. I'm an idiot.
We still
Don't be so hard on yourself, man.
I don't know geometry. It's okay. You guys figured it out. And there you go. Big orb of blackness just appears in the middle of this kitchen. And you hear just Thomas's giggle. And that's it for his turn. Next we come to Sigmund, whom is looking back between the two of you and the woman who had just been attacked, and he shouts, hold on, he shouts out, "Get them!" and he pulls something out from his robes. And I gotta find this real quick, so give me a second.
So just for clarification, Matt, we came in through this doorway?
Correct.
Okay.
He pulls something out from his robes and he yells, "Get it!" And a dog appears, a black onyx dog forms directly in front of him, between you, Eloise, and him.
Oh shit.
As a bonus action, he reaches behind him and pushes something. A door appears before him, which he slips into and pushes closed behind him.
Fuck.
And that's his turn. So I need to roll initiative for this.
Is that Mordenkainen's faithful hound?
I'll allow you to roll a Arcana check.
Alright, give me a second. I want to get back to the truck.
Like a wondrous item figurine or something like that.
Wasn't there a figurine of a dog in the first campaign of Critical Role?
Was there?
A dog
Yeah.
statue?
Yeah, they had. It was a. God damn it! What kind of dog was it?
Like a
What's
black
Otis?
mastiff or something.
No, it's the fucking I'm trying to think of what those goddamn.
That's a 20 on Arcana.
You got a blink dog, right?
Well,
Campaign 2. Nugget
yeah.
is in Campaign 2.
oh god damn it! What the fuck was it? I'll
Well,
look it up.
Veil, you would recognize this to be something called a figurine of wondrous power. It summons it summons various things depending on what it does, but it's a summons based on an object. You can tell with the Arcana of 20. And it is your turn.
Alright. Okay, so, first thing I'm gonna do is, can I get past her or no because she's an enemy?
She's stunned. You can push past her. I mean,
She has no
she's
reaction.
not bigger than a doorway, is she, Matt?
She is in the doorway, and she is kind of big. With that big hoop skirt and everything, you kind of have to push past her a little bit. So we would just call it difficult terrain.
Okay, so I would use 10 feet of movement to do that. First thing I'm going to do is item interaction, whip out the portable hole, and drop. You said one of my zombies got taken by a griffin, I believe?
Yes, that's correct. You do have 5 left.
Okay, so I'll drop the 5 in this room right here. Would you be able to put them up for me?
Yes, I think I can. You're a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know what? We could
It's okay. I'm just fucking with you.
Alright.
Yeah, Onyx Mastiff. Oh no, it's a Mastiff. You were right. It kept dying. Every time they'd bring it out, the thing would fucking die, like, immediately.
I have my moments. My brain just holds on to the most useless information to me.
Oh, you mean the original amulet occupant?
No.
No, that was a wolf.
Also, beware, I have friends watching who are currently watching Campaign 1 for the first time.
Well, that dog wasn't that
I know,
exciting.
but...
It died every single time they brought it out.
A natural 20 for 18. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I rolled the initiative for
What?
that.
If
Plus
you got a
minus
-2
2.
dex, yeah.
Oh, My zombies go on my turn.
Oh, do they? Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I command them with a bonus action. No, it's cool either way. That would have been cool though. They're gonna kind of shamble around in a circle, and as they go by her, they're gonna take a swing at her. All 5 of them.
All with advantage.
Okay, you're bottlenecking here. Now, I was willing to let you kind of push by her, but it's going to take more of an effort to get through there.
Myself or the zombies?
The zombies.
So, okay, so they're not going to go through. So see the order they're in right there?
Mm-hmm.
They're all just going to rotate, kind of like a carousel. And as they walk by her, they're going to take a swing. Does that make sense?
You're making my brain hurt, but technically...
Okay, so
think about a merry-go-round.
I know what you're doing, and I know that's technically, it does work within the D&D rules. Because I've used a similar process. I'm just saying, you give me a headache. I love you.
However, they do only have 10 feet of movement after coming out of the bag.
They use half their movement to get out of the bag, and then they're using 15 feet to move around.
Yeah, so like maybe 3 or 4 of them could get a strike, but not all 5.
Okay, we'll say 4 of them get a strike.
Let's see here. 1. Yes, I would no, because there's 2 right now, and then they shift 1. That's 3. Shift again 4. It's weird, but it works.
Okay.
It still gives me a headache.
Alright, so I'm just gonna I'll do 4 with advantage, and I'll just hit the slam 4 times.
So it looks like 3 hit.
Okay, hold on. Okay, and do I click anything, or did that already...
No, you're going to have to click the red slam in the text.
So I'll do it on the 21, on the 20, and on the 17. So that's going to be 3 points bludgeoning, 4, and 4. So 11 points of bludgeoning total.
Okay, 11 points total. And she's just getting hit over and over again.
One punch from
zombies.
me.
I actually did not, I forgot to roll, sorry, Jareth's initiative, but that's fine. He's 8. Okay, so that was my item interaction, bonus action, and with my action, I will, survey the area, look at this dog, this creature that has just been told to attack us, and I will dispel magic on it.
Okay. Let me take a look at something real quick. Are you doing it at base level?
Wizard messing up all your plans, huh, man?
Are you doing it at base level?
Yeah, I was gonna do it at 3.
I'm just trying to figure out what the spell level is, so just give me a second here.
Well, okay, how about this? With the 20 on Arcana, would I have known what level it was? Because if I would have known it's higher than a level 3, I would have cast it at a 4th level.
Yeah, I'm going to say you wouldn't know that yourself if I have to go Google it. But,
It's probably just like summon beast, right?
okay, so I'm going to make this simple. roll me a roll me a spell check, Jeremy. So that's going to be a D20 plus your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency.
Okay, so D20 plus 5 plus 3, so D20 plus 8. So I'll just roll.
Just roll a D20
a regular
plus 8.
D20. Yep.
You just roll an intelligence save, right?
So that's 16 plus 8.
Yeah, you cast Dispel Magic, and sorry. You cast Dispel Magic, and the dog kind of looks up at you for a second as you cast the spell, and then just with a mournful, it poofs out of existence.
Oh, damn it. It doesn't stay into whatever idol it was?
Nope. It just poofs out of existence.
Alright, well, I mean, at least I got rid of it. I was hoping to snag that thing. That would have been sweet.
Okay, that's it for your turn.
Yep.
Next. Let's see here. You can't see it, but your zombies can. And this thing just crashes into them and begins swinging wildly. So the first is a 12. Does that hit on a zombie? Yeah, they have an 8.
8, yeah, 8
so
armor
yes.
class.
So 12 damage to the first zombie. I'm going to use the tokens to do it for you. So I know you're
okay. Yeah. It's,
oh, so you didn't put any armor on them?
No. Nope. I don't have. We don't have any armor. I don't think for them.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Well, we've got some.
First zombie is completely obliterated by
what with 12? Oh, because it's bludgeoning.
Yes.
Okay.
A 12 and a 13, and actually the 12 would have taken it out because of bludgeoning. Wait a minute. Does that work on zombies?
No, it doesn't.
No,
that's skeletons.
That's skeletons, no. Yeah, so, but 2 hits, a 12 and a 13, definitely just absolutely smash, and the thing turns into just a pile of goo.
It is now a smear on the carpet.
There's a second one that comes in as well. 24 definitely hits. And the 12 hits. So 15 and 8. Yeah, that definitely takes out the next one. So I would say you probably can at least sense this, if nothing else, the extermination of some of your spells.
Yeah, I don't really care though.
That's fine.
I just know that I don't care that they're being destroyed. I care more that something's coming closer to our party, I guess.
Okay, Apollyon, you had previously spoken with the one guard, trying to persuade him to get past.
I think Blood goes before that, right?
What's that?
Blood rolled a nat 20 on initiative. Isn't he first?
We're at the guard. The guard he was talking
okay,
about.
I gotcha.
He seems unsure about you, and I'm trying to find what you rolled.
I believe it was
16.
a 16.
It was a 16, it looks like.
Perfect memory. You're welcome.
And he's rolled a 4, and so what do you mean? Okay, yeah, go right on up, sir. And he steps back out of the way, clearly confused by the sounds he's hearing up ahead. He rolled a fucking 4.
I hand him my glass of champagne that I've been holding and said, Here, take it easy, man. Don't work so hard.
And he kind of takes it confused and unsure what's going on, but he on your next turn you'll be able to charge up there.
Only fucking a plan.
However, next we come to another werebore who steps in behind the rest of the group. A lot of move range right now. So actually what he's going to be doing is he is casting Infestation on one of the zombies because he doesn't have a whole lot he can do. He's kind of cramped in there. Yeah, so I'm gonna need a zombie. Can you make a zombie do a Constitution save, Veil? Okay, that it.
I just pressed Constitution. I don't know if that was
automatically, when you have stat flex like that, it automatically rolls twice. So you just take the first one.
Yeah, it looks like
it makes sense that zombies would have a advantage on Constitution, doesn't it? I mean, like, nothing really affects them.
I had advantage highlighted by accident from when I was hitting her.
Yeah, it's
so I just hit. That was just a straight con. I didn't
6.
So yeah,
just take the first one.
It would be a 6. It is a 6. So this zombie right here takes 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Not a big deal. It cannot, however. It's supposed to be move 5 feet, based on the nature of the spell. Here, I'll throw that.
Oh, you know what I just remembered? So when they drop to 0 hit points, don't they have an ability to possibly get back?
Okay, let me see here. Okay, if a damage reduces a zombie to 0, it must make a Constitution save throw. Yes, of a DC of 5 plus the damage taken. So you need to make 2 con saves. Let's see.
12 and 13 plus 5, so 17 and 18?
Yep. Well, no, it would be the 13 and an 8. So, so 18 for the first one and 13 for the second.
Oh, okay. I see what you got.
Wait, so is it damage taken or damage?
It's the damage of the hit.
Is it damage? Okay, it's not like whatever 0 and then whatever made it more damage than 0.
Yeah, no, the attack counts separately. So the attack that killed the first one was a 13. The second one was an 8. So it's those two numbers plus 5 that they have to beat. So an 18 and a 13.
Okay, so with the con save, how do I do that? Because all I did was just click the con button.
And that's the only thing you can do. Yeah, that's what it is. That's all you can do.
All right, give me 4 seconds, then I'll roll those.
Yeah, the difference between NPCs and regular sheets is on the NPC sheets, you only have a saving throw button if you have proficiency in that. You guys have it for everything. So, let's see. The first one was a 16, so that is a failure. The second one was a 13, which just hit the DC, so that's technically a success. So it's going to be this zombie right here, and that is the one that is now at 1 hit point.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, keep that. Make sure you remind me of that whenever they get killed.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little distracted tonight. And once I get, after next week or two, I'll be back to normal.
Yep, no worries. We understand. Okay. It is to the top of the order. I had to rearrange the order to make sure everybody's in there in the right place. But, Blood, it is your turn. So, let's take us all back there. And you are currently in an orb of darkness with the chef that was coming towards you and Tomas you had seen just for a second at the edge of the door before he cast the spell.
And so I remember kind of where he was. I see this frickin' chef coming at me. I guess he'll quickly have his guys change into a guard. But I mean, this guy's not going to fucking see that. But I'm going to see if I can't maneuver and kind of shoot underneath the table to the other side, get to Tomas.
Now, I'm going to say as you're running towards him, he's just kind of swinging wildly. So he is going to get an attack of opportunity at disadvantage, just so you know.
Yeah.
But it is at disadvantage.
Nope.
So that's a 12.
16. He's still pretty squishy right now, but 16's, yeah.
Yep.
Whew.
You just duck down and go running under the table, crawling through there, knocking over pots and pans as you go, because you can't see either, and you probably bang your head a little bit on the table at one point, but you do manage to get up to the other side, and I'm going to move you, let's see here, 5, 10, 15, you're at 20, right, or 25 now, on the other side of where Tomas was holding the door open. And that's 25 feet from you right there.
Yeah, yep, that'll, because I guess I didn't, do an actual action. So I'm just gonna kind of have, I guess I'm in guard form now. So I'm gonna have my, have a sword out and just kind of have that ready to go. And if he comes to the door, if I see him, he's getting a sword in the face.
Okay.
So, yep,
I never did roll for initiative for him, so I'm just going to roll a d6. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to roll a d4. That's better.
Ooh, what's d4 mean?
1 and 2, he went south. 3 and 4, he went north.
Yay!
So he's fumbling around, and he's going towards the direction that he had seen the tabaxi.
I wasn't a tabaxi, I was a woman.
Oh, that's right, of the woman.
Yeah.
Correct.
Gonna have to play a woman more often. It kind of felt kind of liberating.
I don't doubt that.
Fuck you.
Liam, it is your turn now. Back up there.
All right. Well, it seems we're stuck in a room here. So Liam's going to walk up to this bitch that's pissed him off and that has a horde of zombies behind her. And he wasn't able to sneak in his quarterstaff, but he was able to sneak in his longsword, so...
Oh, he was he?
What's that?
I'm just fucking with you. Go for it.
Yes, he was. So, yeah, he's going to take a couple quick swipes with that. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
Actually, that should be an advantage, but if it hits anyway, I'll put
go ahead and roll for advantage.
Yeah. And it was in that 20.
And that's why you always roll.
Right. Alright, so that is... Yep. 14 points with the first slash. Rolling again. A 19 should do it. That'll hit again.
for another 10 points of slashing damage. How's she looking?
I mean, she definitely has a few cuts and bruises on her. A couple big slashes.
Well, I'm gonna do a quick kick right to the central sternum for the bonus action.
Yep, that's gonna hit too.
We're at 24. Alright. 8 points of bludgeoning. If she's still standing, let's do another. What's that?
She is still standing.
I was gonna say. No, I said, did you stun?
I was gonna say I'm gonna try and stun on this turn. Yeah, go ahead and I'll spend a key point to make one more stunning strike, please.
What's that again, Con?
Con, yes.
That's another 21. I love it.
Wow.
All right. Somebody's blowing somebody over at roll 20.
Well, I burned 4 19 rolls from the DM, so I'm gonna take that as awesomeness. Come back here. I'm so sorry, Eloise. I don't think we're going to get to dance. And that's my turn.
Okay, it is Apollyon's turn.
Here, I'll get out of your way. I don't worry about my token.
Make my way up the stairs.
Make my way.
Now that my turn's over, he is no longer
Now,
turn.
I'm going to say, Apollyon, running up the stairs and getting to that point, that's probably your full movement.
Well, I'm gonna dash.
And that's fine. I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Alright, I can get to there with a dash.
Go ahead and give me a perception.
Do I hear anything?
That's what I was getting ready to say. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Sorry, my character sheet's being slow.
Be careful, if the pattern continues, Matt's gonna roll a 19 2 more times in a row.
Probably. I found this really cool macro that if you hit the button a certain way, like you just barely kind of hit it, it immediately becomes a 19.
Veil,
Yeah,
you
my
went
roll
through-
20 is like totally lagging.
It's up to Eloise next to hold her.
Oh boy.
Looks like Apollyon is...
I'm reloading the game. Give me 1 second.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, if you could call out what you plan to do, Matt could do it.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 21.
Did that happen, or are you just saying that? Did I lose everyone?
I'm here.
Oh no,
Here.
there you are.
Yeah, is there anything else he can do on his turn? Like, he just rolled perception, right?
Well, I told him to roll a perception. We're just waiting for him to roll perception.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm literally just looking at like a little purple wheel on my character sheet, like it won't work.
Yeah, you might have to roll for him if you can.
Okay, I'll go ahead and roll for you, Apollyon. Okay.
Ooh.
You rolled a 2, Apollyon. So you came charging up the stairs. You found a foyer with the door open that you charged through, and you came to a room with a very ugly clay statue and a couch. There are 2 double doors in front of you that are open, and you can see the passageway beyond, with a closed door on your right and a closed door on your left. You strain listening, but you don't hear anything. Not with the two.
Okay.
And that's going to be it for your turn. So, Eloise, what would you like to do?
I would like to check the desk for anything that he left behind.
Okay. Well, go ahead as your action, make an investigation check.
As an action? Damn it. You gotta take care of this girl.
This is going to be a thorough search.
Yeah, that makes sense for a search.
Not in the middle of combat, though.
Well, that's what she's saying she wanted to do.
15. And I'm gonna... Yeah. I guess I'd have to, step here, I guess.
Yeah. So, I realized I never did describe what the bedroom looked like, so I'll take a second to do so. Alright, well, what are you doing, Eloise? Are you just checking?
Where do I need to be?
Are you just checking? Hold on. Are you just checking the top of the desk, or are you checking the drawers?
If I'm gonna spend my action doing this, I might as well check the doors, the drawers too. So yeah.
Okay, so that's where you would be then.
Yeah.
So you're checking the drawers. You're looking through everything. You rolled a 15. As I was saying, I never really did describe this room very well, so I will say there is a desk. There is a large bed. There is a wardrobe, a chair. There's also, you can just see from where you are, Eloise, a small chest, like a foot chest, pushed underneath the bed at the foot. You can see it from where you're looking. Now, in the desk, you're looking through everything, and there are mountains of papers in the desk, mostly filled with details and reports for his legitimate stone business. You're kind of looking through everything, and you do find a small bag containing 200 gold pieces. There are also stationary items and things like that, but with the 15 you are not able to find anything more than that.
Alright, well I guess I'll take the bag anyways. And I'll just grab a bunch of papers too. Just in case. You never know.
Okay. So you can go ahead and put down that on your character sheet as the gold and a bunch of papers from Reork's desk. You do still have a bonus action if you want to use one.
Reork's desk. Okay, and bonus action. I think this is an action, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Bonus action, I shield. I don't think I have any action, no. Okay. As a bonus action, can I just pick up the little foot chest?
I'm gonna say without using your bonus action, you're looking at it and it's pretty big. You could use your bonus action to pull it out, but think of it as a foot chest is more like a bunk chest. It's long, about probably 4 feet in length, by 2 feet wide and 2 feet deep. It's a fairly large thing. But you could use your bonus action to pull it out and look at it, if you wish.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you do so, you do see a large padlock on a latch as you pull the thing out. It is very plain. It is just a simple wooden foot chest, but it is trimmed in iron and looks pretty heavy. You had to struggle a little bit as you pulled it out. And that's it for your turn. Now, it is Tomas's turn. However, it is 10-12. And while I hate to stop a game in the middle of combat, it is getting kind of late. So,
oh, I knew we weren't gonna get to finish this.
Unless you guys want to stay on for another hour, but it is getting kind of late.
Yeah, I can see this taking a lot more than just 5 more minutes.
Probably.
Yeah, I guess we can't really go another hour, can we? I'm down.
Well, I can. I'll be here all night.
Good to go.
I
Yeah.
can, however, not on camera because my brother's going to be going to bed, so I have to be on kitten watch. So I can be on voice only. I would just have to get off this computer and just go from my phone.
Well, I am going to say that although I appreciate everybody's enthusiasm, my wife is currently looking over at me, giving me a very dirty look.
Yeah, that's the sign. That's the sign right there.
Yeah.
Is there a way? Can we compromise and say, can we get through this turn and then start back at the top of the order, or would that be too much?
I will say that as a compromise, we will get through the turn order, and we will end things at the end of the turn order. I think that's fair.
Okay.
Oh, that means this treasure chick's gonna get a turn. How dare you?
So does Veil.
Yes. Well, depending if this girl drops me or not. So I was hoping we'd get some. I'd get some sort of. I thought Eloise had like hold person or something on her, but.
Well, then I'm just along for the ride. You guys have fun.
Okay, it is Tomas's turn, and I'm going to say for his turn, he's going to scoot past you, Blood, and head over to the door. Glancing outside of it, he's kind of looking to get a scope of the area. I kind of need to do that real quick. Okay. On his turn.
Our last message said we had it handled.
Oh, you guys were going upstairs. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, on his turn, Tomas is casting Message, and he is casting it at Liam again. No, I'm sorry. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. He's casted. He messaged you.
No, he messaged Veil.
No, he's messaged Veil and he's messaged Blood, but he's never messaged me.
He messaged you last session, and you told him. You were the one who told him keep going when he described the scene.
I remember it. Yeah.
Oh.
But
cool.
He has not messaged Eloise yet this evening, and that's who he's messaging. He casts a spell and says, "We had to use a bit of trickery to get out of the kitchen. We're close to the exit. Where are you guys? Are you ready to evacuate? You can reply to this message."
Kind of in the middle of a fight in Sigmund's office upstairs. Huh?
Yeah, I only caught a lot of squeaking.
So, kind of in the middle of a fight in Sigmund's office. Help. I speak squeak.
I appreciate that you speak squeak. Blood, I'm going to say that you just hear, "Fuck!" And that's
Oh,
it
so
for
it's
his turn.
So it's going that well, I see.
It is now Trash's turn. Let's see, where are we? Oh, we're over here. There we are.
Yeah, here comes the moneymaker.
Bring it on, bitch. The veil is closer. I don't know. Zombies there. What's she gonna do, Matt?
I'm deciding what she's going to do. Between the zombies and everything else, she's... actually, you know what? I'm going to roll a d4.
She took a lot more damage from me.
And you were a 3, so... I'm going to need another wisdom saving throw from you, please.
Oh,
Gotcha.
As she casts Peace. Why is
I
that?
guess that wasn't supposed to be an advantage. I forgot to take that off, so that's a 12. That was my first roll. I failed.
Liam, you see this woman and your eyes lock. And you feel this force overtake your mind and clench it. As the spell reads, you place a magical command on a creature that you can see within range, forcing it to carry out some service or refrain from some action or course of action as you decide. If the creature can understand you, like I said, and while it's charmed by you, it takes 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner directly counter to your actions. So, as she looks in your eyes, she says to you, "Drop your weapons, get on the bed, and take a nap."
I guess we'll see what happens next week.
Yes, we will. Veil, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to command my zombies to attack. Two will hit her, and 2 will hit this this guy right here.
Okay. So the first 2 rolls will be at Trasha, who I forgot to mention on her turn. The figure of a woman wearing a big dress fades away, and in its place, hold on, you see the top half of the creature looks identical to the woman you had seen. The dress underneath, however, fades away, and in its place, you see the body of a lion. Thin golden hair and a long tail.
Alright.
So go ahead.
So do any of those hit her?
Let's see. The 16 does hit.
Okay.
The 18 hits as well. So that's 6
Okay,
points
it's gonna
to
be 6.
each.
Yep. And then I turn to Eloise and I kind of like, not meanly, but coldly say, when we're in combat, you need to swing. And I cast blank on myself.
At which point, Veil disappears.
Well, not yet. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. It's on your next turn.
Yeah.
That's when it happens. Sorry.
No, I roll. Okay, no, I don't disappear.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to use my movement to kind of hide out here.
Okay.
And I'm done.
That's it for your turn. Sigmund's turn. Let's see here. Okay. We have the guard's turn. Bear with me, I'm just doing some rolls over here. Okay. Okay, we are now at the wereboar's turn. First one begins attacking the zombie directly in front of it. That's the one veil that has 1 hit point left. And first attack is a 7, which misses. Second is a 17 that hits. So that's 10 points of bludgeoning damage. So go ahead and make your roll. That's going to be a 15 DC.
Okay. It got a 16.
So it is still up. Wow. The second one steps forward as well. And it is attacking the one in front of it. This one has 15 hit points, just so you know.
Yep.
First attack is a 22, which hits for 11 points of damage.
Yep.
Second attack is a 23 for 9 points of damage. So that's going to be a total of 14. And its 22 makes it, so it has 1 hit point. Whew. Okay. The next turn, the statue that was in the corner, you guys wouldn't see this, but the zombies do. See it look down, and with its master's last command, which was get them, as you remember from it shouting that to the mastiff, it begins to attack the zombies as well. First one is a 26, which does hit for 17 points of damage to one that was fully healed, by the way. And I need it to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or have its hit points maximum reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken.
Just give me 1 second. I'll be in the truck in about.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Does it work on undead?
It doesn't say anything about it not.
Okay.
It rolled a 6, by the way, so it failed. So this zombie's hit points is now permanently 5.
Okay.
That was the first attack. Second attack is a slam as well. And that's a 21, which does hit.
Yep.
For another 13 points of damage, which is going to kill it. So go ahead and roll. Or do you need me to roll it? It's Constitution? No. Okay.
Yep. 18 con save. Or 16, sorry.
Yeah, 16. You needed an 18 to beat it. So that is a failure. That zombie is now dead.
Okay.
And we now come to Jareth's turn.
Jareth is going to fly up and scratch at the lion body top of a woman's face and fly by and perch right over near Eloise.
Okay. And as it does that, the next person does have advantage on them on that attack. So we come at last to the last in the initiative order, the sorcerer, the werebore sorcerer. Let's see. Okay. He is casting Acid Splash on the 2 zombies directly in front of the 2 werebores. What this spell does, I'm going to go ahead and throw it up there for y'all, is choose 1 to 2 creatures you can see within range. They must be within 5 feet of each other. You hurl a bubble of acid, and they must make a dexterity saving throw, or take 1d6 acid damage. So I'm going to need 2 dexterities.
It's going to be a 10 and a 16.
Let's see, what is the DC? That is a 13.
13.
So one of them fails. That's going to be the one on the left, we'll say. So that one does take this d6 damage, and it's going to take it out. So I need it to make a con saving throw to see whether or not it dies completely.
That's going to be an 11.
And I should probably roll that, shouldn't I? Okay, it was 5 points of damage, so 5 and 5 is 10. It does manage to fucking save.
Wow.
Ridiculously enough. And that is the bottom. That is the end of the initiative order. We come to the top with blood, and we will find out what happens in 1 week. So, for everybody here at Random Rhapsody, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for watching this evening. We hope you enjoyed our session here with the Faab Five. If you enjoyed what you saw here, please feel free to follow us on Twitch and check us out every Monday at 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock. So, for everybody, I am Matthew R. Dawson, and have a great evening. We'll see you next week.
El Toro Fuerte out.
And if you want to see the DM kill all of his players, tune in next week.